I was already sweaty, and I hadn't even gotten out of bed. The cicadas were buzzing, and the sun had just crested over the treetops. So I threw off the sheets, rolled out of bed, and got ready for morning chores. So much of my farming experience has been about control. Things I can control, where my cows are, where my chickens are going, what my website looks like, and things I can't control, like the weather and other people. I get outside and I meet up with the woman who works for me over the summer, and she says, "Pete, there's something going on with the turkeys. There's something caught in the turkey net. We use this plastic netting to keep the turkeys close to their mobile coop for a couple days, then we move them along to a new spot." And I say, this will be interesting. A lot of other species like to eat chicken and like to eat turkey. We've had bobcat, we've had fox, we've had raccoons, we've had bears. Lots of things like to eat turkey. But usually they're gone by the time I get there. Not so today. We walk up the hill to where the turkeys are, and I see the net is all tangled up, and there's a brown lump in the middle of it. I walk up closer, and at my feet, I see a decapitated turkey. I say, "Oh." I get a little bit closer to that brown lump, and it slowly turns its head up to me, and I see these green gold dinner plate eyes. And I didn't know this, but owls hiss. This thing is pissed. And it's terrified. And I have no idea what to do. I think to myself, birds, 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 bird people. I grab my cell phone and I call up the Audubon and I say, "Hey, I've got a great horned owl that's tangled up in a turkey net." And they say, "What's a turkey net?" And I go through the whole thing. And they say, "Well, here's a list of wildlife rehabilitators." And I copy down the list and I start making phone calls. I get an answering machine, I get voicemail, I get a phone that just rings and rings and rings. I get a "this number is disconnected." And I'm down to the bottom of the list, one number left. And I call it, and guy picks up, and in a voice that is far groovier than any wildlife rehabilitator has any right to be, he says, "Yeah?" And I give him the whole rundown, and he says, "Dude, just let it go." Okay. And he says, "But you're going to need to watch out for those talons. The beak is going to scare you, but watch out for the talons." And I say, "Okay, I know what to do now." I go back to the house. It's about 10:30 now. It's 97 degrees. I'm already drenched, but I go up to my room. I get on my double front work pants. I go down to the basement. I get my big, thick winter coat. I go out to the shop. I pull on my welding gloves. I grab my logging helmet with the face shield. And I'm walking out there, sweat pouring down my face. And I reach down as gingerly as I can, removing this owl, and it's hissing at me and its beak is clicking. And I have it. After the obligatory photo is taken, I do what the guy says, and I let it go, and it swoops off silently into the pine trees. And years later, I'm thinking about control and farming and all of the things that I can do something about and all of the things that I can't do something about. And that groovy voice comes back to me, and I think, "Dude, just let it go." Thank you.